Next up at UFC Mexico, we have Edgar Chairez taking on Daniel Lacerda. Edgar Chairez, 10-5 overall, 2-2-1 in his last 5. He's coming off the no contest against Daniel Lacerda, who is 11-5 overall. He is 0-4-1 in his last 5, also coming off of that no contest. This is a rematch. This is a rematch and then a canceled rebook. This happened. Edgar Chairez had Daniel in a pretty bad choke. The referee thought Daniel was out cold. I assume because he didn't submit. He thought he was out cold. Separated them, realized Daniel was just wide awake and like, what the hell? And they did the right thing. They called it a no contest instead of just being like, oh, that was a decision. I said it's over, so it's over.
And that was after Chris Ty fucking Lonely, the worst ref in the world, was looking at Daniel Lacerda. Right after he popped up, he literally went at Daniel Lacerda and was like, no, like you were out, and then had to go up and fucking apologize to him. But yeah, fucking Chris Ty Lonely.
Well, they did the right thing, not just sticking with that call, because just 2 years ago, they would have stuck with that call. Like, it is what it is. Can't change it now. So luckily they did make it a no contest. So now they're running it back. Edgar Chairez, decent fighter, pretty solid guy. He made his short notice debut, if you remember, against Tatsuro Taira. He was a plus 600 underdog, and he made a big splash. He almost finished Taira in that fight. Had a lot of success in that fight. So he won a lot of people over and like, wow, this guy is very, very good. And he is pretty good. Good striking offense. He's pretty fast. He's in your face. Takedowns are decent. BJJ is good as well. The only real issue for him is that he's hittable, but he's got a good enough chin that it doesn't really matter. So he's going to come forward. He'll box you up. He'll stay nice and long. He might even snatch up a leg, work in a takedown or two. He's taking on Daniel Lacerda. This, I said poor bastard in the quick picks. I go, this poor bastard is 0-4. People hated that. They're like, how could you say it? That's just a term. It's just a term. Meaning the unfortunate luck that Daniel Lacerda has been having. 0-4 in the UFC. Winless. 5 fights in the UFC, not a single win. Which is kind of crazy because he is unbelievably dangerous and unbelievably talented. He just can't seem to get that win. Good striker, good kicks, tons of pressure. If he gets it to the ground, he's got good pressure from there. Good control, good submissions. Takedowns are not great. So it's not a guarantee he'll get it to the ground. But this dude is feast or famine. Every single one of his wins is a finish, and unfortunately, so are the 5 losses. Even the no contest was a finish. He's very dangerous, but he is willing to put himself into harm's way to chase a finish there, and obviously it has not been working out for him. What I will say, it's a rematch. Conventional wisdom would say, well, Chairez basically had him out cold in the last fight. He's going to do it again. And that's probably correct logic. Chairez will be the pick. What I will say, though, is watch that fight. Edgar Chairez was losing the fight. He was getting pieced up. He was losing that fight, and then he sort of fell into the submission, which, went from there with the no contest. But it wasn't insanely clear, like, oh, Edgar Chairez beat the brakes off of him, was dominating, and then the referee screwed him. No, if anything, Daniel Lacerda was winning that fight up until the fake submission there. I'm still going to pick Edgar. I can't trust Daniel Lacerda. 5 opportunities, 0 wins. So Edgar's going to be the pick. Minus 350 is too far gone for a guy that was losing this fight last time we watched it. What do you think, Jakey boy?
Yeah, I think the odds are a little bit crazy. I mean, I guess I get them because Chairez should be a durable guy, and Lacerda has shown that all you really need is durability to beat him, right? I mean, you weather the storm. He's probably going to hurt you, but if you can work through it, then you can kind of take over and do into the second round, and he will just absolutely gas. This is another shoot-a-box guy that's showing up this week, I guess, for almost 7,000 feet altitude when you already have cardio issues in the past. So I don't know how much Daniel Lacerda is going to last. And honestly, you could tell that coming into this last fight with Chairez, he wanted to be a different person. What he was not working. And that's great for him because he did look good up until that fight. He was a lot more technical, right? He had Chairez backing up. He mixed in a nice takedown, was trying to get another takedown. So he was trying to be that complete fighter. The issue is, I believe, if he brings that game plan into this fight and tries to be that technical guy, he might have success. But as a guy that's already shown endurance issues at elevation, I think that's a bad game plan. I think he needs to come in as the old Lacerda and just go wild in that first round, try to get that finish, because I think even if you go wild in the first round or you try to pace yourself in the first round, you're probably going to gas no matter what. So I'm going to take Lacerda here, but this is kind of more of a heart pick for me, because I do feel bad for the guy. He's had some great situations where he almost got some incredible finishes, and I think that's why the UFC's kind of kept him around. They like the way that he fights. Yeah, and this one could end up being the fight of the night. This one could last 3 or 4 minutes and still be the fight of the night. Both these guys are tough. I'm going Lacerda here on the upside with the odds, because I think it's a little bit closer, and he's definitely a finisher, but I understand that he definitely could death gas, and Chairez is a tough dude, so I'm going Lacerda here, and we'll see how it plays out.
Yeah, I mean, I hear you. I'm not going to, I'm not only did I pick Edgar, I picked him at high confidence. I'm almost positive he's going to win. But literally, like you said, only because Daniel Silva can't fight for more than a few minutes. He had CJ Vergara. This is why I said this poor bastard. I think the people who were upset that I said poor bastard, I think they may not be American and understand that term, because poor bastard has nothing to do with his income. It doesn't mean literally poor. And bastard has nothing to do with not having a dad. Poor bastard is just a term of like, oh, the luck on this guy.
Yeah, you feel bad for him.
Yeah, and he just has not. He had CJ Vergara 99% knocked out. And CJ had just enough energy to run around in a circle.
Just running in circles.
Like Tom and Jerry cartoon.
Yeah, if you thought that Chelsea, if you guys have seen, because I'm sure a lot of people that are in here have seen the Chelsea Chandler, her running just straight into the fence. You guys got to watch that CJ. I mean, he was literally just running in circles. And Lacerda, that's why he got tired. He was literally running after him, trying to chase it down.
So that's why we say poor bastard, because things have just been not working out for him. And then the unluckiness of he's perfectly awake, no problem in the referee stuff. He's just not very lucky. And I have to go with Edgar Chairez there because of the universe doesn't want this guy to win a fight in the UFC, but
looking dude too, Daniel Lacerda, man. Jesus.
Yeah, he's a good looking guy.
UFC's got good lighting for their pictures. Look at everyone's cheekbones sticking out. Jesus.
I mean, that's what they do for a living. So
just run your finger down his lips like that.
Okay, Edgar Chairez is going to be the pick. $9,300 is honestly probably appropriate, because he will probably win by finish in the first round and put up some good points there, but like Jacob said, this should be an absolute banger of a fight. Does not go the distance. You might as well sell all of your belongings, put all of the money on that bet, and then you'll have all new money to buy new stuff, because does not go the distance is 100% a guarantee.
Well, high altitude, weird things have happened to that.
That's only going to help. The does not go the distance situation.
What was that one fight? There was that one fight at Salt Lake City. I think it was minus 800 or minus 900 and not go the distance, and went the distance because they just got so tired they literally couldn't do anything.
Probably Romanov and what's his name? Romanov smoked Tybura for the first 5 minutes, and then that was the end of that. Though?
Or no?
No,
it might have been that one. Yeah,
he just did nothing the next 2 rounds after a 10-8 in the first, basically. Anyway, WeWantPicks.com. Click become a member at the top. You can become a premium member
minus 600
and support the channel
for this fight.
I mean, that's actually not that bad, honestly.
This fight.
That's not that bad. We have a couple of super chats. Jordan Weissner, $2. Angela out of breath when he sleepwalks. Okay, first of all.
That's what I laughed at earlier.
Oh, yeah, what the hell? Jacob and I literally fought, and I didn't need any breaks or anything. He was, I know another minute. I need another minute. You should have seen.
Sick as shit.
He was the editor. He edited out all of his I need more time. I was sick as shit. But I breathe heavy, sleepwalking. What a joke. I don't want the $2. Keep it. $4.99 from Sleuth. I know Prize Picks lines suck, but I have faith Angela will get a win one day. I did miss the last couple of Prize Picks. I hit Underdog, though. The Underdog lines did hit. What sucked with Prize Picks is who didn't shoot takedowns that should have? Merab only had like 1 takedown. Wasn't expected. And then somebody else, their takedown line was good, and they didn't shoot any takedowns. It made no sense at all. But
what did you think about this? Are we done with this fight?
$5 super chat. We are done with this fight.
Did you see what was going on here on the...
I did. Minty did some glamour shots, and then you also did some glamour shots.
I did that one, and then I did this one. This one, honestly, is my favorite one, too. But I put on my Instagram, by the way. You can follow me on my Instagram if you want. Selfish plug there. But I said who did it better, basically, me or Minty, and I don't know if you can see that percentage there, but this is, I mean, I like that one. I nailed that one. But look at the votes, baby.
You did nail that one.
64%. We even had Adrian Yanez voted for me. Amanda voted for me. We got some heavy votes coming in.
We have another $5 super chat from Siggy. He says, I need 3 more safety parlays in a row to retire. Can we do it? No. Listen, if I'm anything, it's honest. The pressure is mounting. I have 9 in a row. You know what it'll take to get to 12 in a row?
I did 10 underdogs in a row. It's not that hard, Angelo. You're picking
That
favorites.
was years ago.
Holy shit. Nobody will ever come close. You're celebrating picking favorites 10 times in a row.
You included.
I've got 6 a few times already.
Well, is 6 10? Before you go, let me give you $50. Anybody who goes to wewantpicks.com/bets and signs up with any one of our affiliate partners gets $50 as a thank you. Use the link, sign up, make a deposit. We send you $50 as a thank you.